computer. Okay. Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome.
Gurudev.
Is that Starla?
Hi.
Yes, that's Dala.
Yeah, great to have you with us.
Hi,
My
Starla.
obeisances, my respects to everyone. Vanchakapatrubhyascha kripa sindhubheva patitanang pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Our prayers to Srila Prabhupada for his empowerment, his blessings, and his presence. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanand. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Picharni Nirvishesha Shunyabadi Paskachate She Tarane. Great to be with everyone. Tirtha Prabhu, he had some engagement, speaking engagement, and seems our bigger crowd is on Saturdays. So anyway, funny how things shift around, but it's great to be with all of you. Anyone have anything special that you wanted to share that's happened in your since we met?
I do.
Okay, I'd like to hear it.
Yes.
We'd all like to hear it.
My family's been going through some stuff. My grandma's been going through some ailments, and so's my stepdad. He just had surgery, but he's healing really well. And then I just got approved, like fully to move into a new apartment, where I've been
Oh,
trying to
wonderful.
move. So I'm really, really happy today and grateful. And I just thought I'd share that with you guys because I'm just very, very happy today.
So what you want to do with your new place is to put up a few pictures of Krishna, and
Yes.
maybe you have some of our books, but you want to think of it, you want to turn your house into a temple.
Yes, this is
And
kind of why I've been trying to move.
and,
Sorry.
and Malati can help you with that. She can help you with some ideas of how to, like in my home, I have some little deities. You can get little tiny little deities or whatever Malati can help you come up with, and
Okay.
feel that it's a place of God. It's really Krishna's place, and you're a guest there, and it's actually
Yeah.
it's Krishna's, and that will totally change your consciousness. You'll be living in a holy place as opposed to a house.
Right.
And
Yeah, I haven't felt comfortable as much here. I've been really waiting and waiting for this transition, and I'm throwing away a lot of things I don't need and trying to minimalize just any chaotic energy and clutter so I can practice more and read more about
good.
Krishna and study more. And I have been able to study as much as I want here. So I know once I move, this will be a very big change.
Great. That's wonderful. Yeah, that's wonderful. So, yeah, get together with Malati and she can advise you on how to gradually turn it into a little temple. And it's Krishna's home, and um, that's how I feel when I walk into my door at my home. I live alone also, but not really. Um, there's no like live a person. No, well, of course, yeah. There's not another human being here with me, but Krishna's here, and and even just a picture or a few little things that you add doesn't take much. It will be very, very simple, and that will be, because Krishna arranged for you to be there, and all the materials that was built out all came from Krishna. It's what can we say is ours really? Not even our body. Not even our body. We have this body's on loan. We're a soul. So we're already living in this body, and we want to turn also this body into a temple. Just like you can see there's some mark, well, it's starting to wear off because I put it on it many, many hours ago, but this is tila. Anyway, I mark my body as a temple of God. Not that you have to do that, but just recognizing that this body is on loan and it has a purpose. Just like, for example, if you're working at a company and they give you a car that for your work, for deliveries or whatever you might be doing, going around to see clients, it's really their car, but you take care of it and you use it in their service. You wouldn't take that car that they're giving you to run around town to head down to Florida or a place to have, big parties in. So this body is ours to use in Krishna's service. And Krishna, there's a verse in the 11th canto, the Srimad Bhagavatam. It says, Nrideham adyam sulabam sudurlabam plavam sukalpam guru karnadaram mayanakulena basvataratam puman vavadimna tada eight sahatmaja. Saying that this human form of life, it's like a boat. And that boat can take you across the ocean of material existence. Human form of life is perfect for it. Other boats, like say the boat of a squirrel, if you have a squirrel body, body is not, it's just meant for collecting nuts and getting through the karma of being a squirrel till you get to your next form of life. That's the transition that all living entities are going through. Well, when we hit the human form of life, we got a human body, that's the boat that can cross the ocean of material existence. Just like if you have a canoe, you wouldn't be very smart to try to take that canoe across the Pacific Ocean.
Probably not.
You'd be crazy. It won't make it. It won't make it. You need a hardy boat with a good captain that knows how to navigate, and you need favorable breezes. So in that verse, that's specifically what it's saying, that this human form of life, it's like a boat that can cross the ocean of material existence. Sulabam sudurlabam. It's saying that the human form of life, it's easy to get. I mean, it's gonna come, but it's very, very rare. It will naturally come after, let's say something is an ant, living in an ant body. Eventually it will get a human form. It may have many, many millions of other lifetimes before it's going to get that human form of life, but it will come at some point in time. So, sulabam, sudurlabam, but it's very, very rare. It will come, but it's rare. Plavam sukapam guru karnataram. And then also on that vessel, you need the guidance of a proper captain, guru karnadaram. That means the guru is captain. And so you're the crew. So that's your body. That's the physical body you have. But the captain, right now, by coming to these classes, you're meeting with the captain, guru, and that is required for that crossing. Someone may be able to sail a boat around the harbor or up and down the coastline, but to cross an ocean, you need a captain who really knows what he's doing, because there's going to be storms, there's going to be difficulties, there's going to be challenges. Mayana kolena basvitaritam. That means that Krishna is saying that Mayam, by me, nabasvitaritam, that he will provide favorable breezes. Krishna will give you, when Krishna sees that you're serious, you're taking this journey, you've got your guru on board, your goal is to cross the ocean. Krishna will make those favorable breezes. And those favorable breezes come in, for example, right now you're coming to the Sangha. That's a favorable breeze. As you're reading through our books, Prabhupada's books, that's all favorable breezes. These are all the words of Krishna. What book are you reading at home? What does Malathi have you reading?
I have the Gita, but I haven't been able to get into it as much as I wanted because I'm packing. But I have been going through this book.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Just read that. Read that. That's yeah. You'll get to know Prabhupada. You'll get to know not just your captain, but you'll meet the admiral. And by reading that book, it's all part of the favorable breezes. Because the Krishna spoke the Vedas. It was actually Krishna. Krishna came and he wrote out all the Vedas. And he came as in an empowered form to compile the Vedas, so that speaking, that hearing they're like the favorable breezes that will take you across. And then at the very final line, it says, I got to get a running start. Puman virideta vina peshudna. But then the last line is a heavy one. Krishna says, Malti, do you know what that last line is? The last line of that verse, Krishna says, but one who will not utilize this life to cross the ocean of material existence is trying to kill his own soul.
Oh.
That's literally what it means. He's trying to kill his soul. And of course, his soul can't be killed, but he's totally wasting the human form of life. The human form of life is meant to make this voyage, but if you don't, it's the greatest travesty to not use. Now that we finally have a human form of life, it's so rare. It can cross the ocean material. It can end the cycle of birth and death. But one who does not take care of it it's like trying to kill your own soul. And I think I'm going to speculate a little bit what that could mean. Is that the sole purpose of the soul, the only purpose of the soul, is to love God, to serve and love God, and that's life. You're going to be experiencing, as we all are, that we're starting to feel like we're coming back to life. Isn't it? Does everybody notice that since Krishna's come into our life? It's like we're feeling alive. Especially
Very
when
much so.
yeah, and when we look back, it's like, whoa, I can't believe where I was before. It's like it's so joyful. We feel this great pleasure in our hearts. And there's a verse, it says, Brahmabhuta Prasanatma. Brahmabhuta Prasanatma in Bhagavad Gita. What does that mean, Malti? Brahmabhuta Prasanatma.
I got thought block now. Gurudev, you please tell, because I'm reciting the verse in my head, but they hasn't come to the translation yet.
So Brahmabhuta means that we start to come onto a spiritual platform. We start to feel like we're not in this world, because we're not. We're really starting to leave the world. And therefore, prasanatma means that you feel a joy within your heart. When we come to that level, Brahmabhuta, when we come to this Brahman, prasanatma. We feel this joy in our heart that has nothing to do with what our senses are doing. It's not like you're eating something and it tastes good, or you're, you know, going through the forest and just, it's something very different. It's just a joy, that a glow. And the stronger that glow gets, the less important anything in this world, the pleasures of this world, they don't mean anything, because it's just so joyful in the heart. That's Brahma Bhuta. And then it says Nashochati Nakanchati, that there's nothing that the soul is hankering for. I got to have this, I got to have that. Or lamenting, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, I want this, I want that. None of those things matter anymore. Or they matter less. It matters. We're becoming detached from this world. So anyway, thank you for your comment, my dear.
And Gurudev, I just want to let you know also, Stala is living in not a very good place. So ever since, and she's been trying to get into this new place, but Krishna is so kind. As soon as she became so sincere and wanting to do, in coming to Krishna conscious, he made the arrangements. She's been waiting for more than a year for this place.
That's wonderful.
Then Krishna made to protect her and her sadhana, that she's in a place where she doesn't feel afraid. She can practice Krishna consciousness nicely. The neighbors are not so, not so good. So the neighborhood is not so good, but this place here is much better. So Krishna is protecting.
Can everybody see Malati?
Mm-hmm.
Can everybody see Malati? What's behind Malati? What's behind Malati? It's very beautiful pictures.
Oh yeah, I have mine.
And that's all. That alone, what we're seeing behind Malati, will turn your place into a temple. Just even a few pictures of Krishna, and we can expand from there. But just as soon as we put one picture of Krishna up, then we're good to go. It's Krishna, and Krishna actually manifests himself in the picture. Krishna can appear personally in that picture, to be with you, waiting for you to come home, happy that you're there. And she's got some beautiful she got a little picture of baby Krishna. Yeah.
Mala gave me a calendar.
Yes, which has everything in there. I gave Mata a calendar. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Yes. So you're in good hands with Malati. She can guide you perfectly. Okay.
Can I just say something that you gave me? You gave me a picture in class, and then it was so powerful, I bought it, and I only have one picture, but the eyes follow me all over the house. It's amazing. It's just...
It is amazing. No, it's amazing. It blows my mind. I still do that every once in a while. I'll go way around to totally to the side of the picture, and it's looking at me. And I'll come around the other side, and Krishna's looking. It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, yeah. And it hits you. I mean, it really, the connection's there. He's watching.
And nobody painted it. Nobody painted it. It was done. Well, it was done by AI.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was. There was no artist. It was one of my students who gave it the instructions. Do this. I'm sure it didn't say make it look this way, make it so the eyes move. But anyway, yeah, that's. And I don't think I would have noticed it unless you pointed it out to me.
Oh, really?
You're the one.
Do you want to show her your picture?
Well, I don't know if it will work to show if it's going to be clear enough. Well, she could get an idea
of what it is. Yeah.
I've had eyes follow me before with things, so I understand that.
She does. Yeah.
Okay.
And the picture of my.
I will show you the picture. hold on,
Yeah.
let me grab it off the wall.
And the picture of my Guru Maharaj follows me everywhere. His eyes follow me everywhere. So I'm very careful what I do. Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
My Guru Maharaj sitting right here on the altar. I show you. He, Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, and his eyes follow me everywhere. I'm telling you, really.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And he follows everywhere I go, and then come back. I say, "Oh, am I doing the right thing?" So this is good. I'm trying to get a big picture of Gurudev
Oh,
also.
that's
So
beautiful.
yeah,
I'll show you the whole picture.
That is so beautiful.
Oh, there it is.
It will come in now. I don't know if the eyes will do it. Yeah, it's looking at you, isn't it? Isn't
Yeah.
Krishna looking at you? He's looking at you, isn't he? Now watch.
Looking at us.
yes, the eyes, yes.
Yeah.
Watch it. Look at his eyes turning.
Look
Yep.
at that. Yep.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah, true.
Oh my gosh.
Lucky's just look. He's looking at you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, it's magic.
Yes.
So
Krishna is magic.
we
Yogeshwar.
can, yeah. If we could always order one of these also for to have in your home.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I love this picture.
Yes. Yes, Gurudev. It's really,
And
really beautiful.
notice the peacock feather, because we have a question about the peacock feather coming up in today's. I forgot it was. I think it was Kalki. Was it Kalki? Yeah. Okay. So anyway, that's a peacock feather.
And Gurudev's picture does the same too. Gurudev's picture, his eyes follow too.
I'm sure watching us what we do.
Yes, his eyes also follow.
Definitely. Yes.
Okay, so let's see here. All right, we got some questions. All right. So, Hare Krishna Gurudev, my question for this week is in regard to symbology. I never even heard that word. Is that right?
Idolatry?
Symbology.
Symbol. Yeah, I don't know.
Is that correct? Is that
I think
the
it's
word?
symbolically. I must have miswrote it.
Okay,
Symbolically.
yeah, it's okay. Got it. All right. Well, you have symbology.
Yeah, symbolic.
Symbolic. Okay.
Yeah, I miswrote that. Sorry, Gurudev.
Symbology. Yeah, I never. Okay. Maybe there is a word, symbology. Should be. It's a good word. We know what it means without what it's supposed to mean. Okay, my question for this week is in regards to the symbolism of certain objects or gestures that Krishna and Radharani observe doing. Krishna is often observed standing with his flute. What does the flute symbolize? Okay, so we'll stop with that and we'll go on to the next one. What does Krishna's flute symbolize? Anybody answering that question?
I can
Because
try.
the answer is
Attracts everyone with the flute. He attracts every.
No, but the question is, what does it symbolize?
Attractiveness?
It symbolizes something. It doesn't symbolize anything. It's what it is. I mean, technically, it's what it is. We could say maybe it represents, or what we know about the flute is that Krishna's flute has. Okay, let's look at musical instruments. If a musician wants to I mean, musical instruments can really affect our emotions, can't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
For example, a violin. A violin can bring tears to your eyes, right? A good violinist. I mean, they can make you just want to. You're like in an up mood. You're having a good time, and all of a sudden you hear this music in the violin, and it'll just bring tears to your eyes, right? I think of any instrument, the or the timpani drum. I noticed that in timpani. Everybody know what a timpani drum is?
Big one.
Yeah,
Big
great
one.
big, yeah, right. Also called a kettle drum. Looks like a big kettle, and they're used in orchestras. Any big orchestra production is going to have timpani drums. Boom, 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 boom. Well, they use those all the time in movies to like invoke the feeling of fear. Something's coming up, something scary. Boom, 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 boom. Right, and then all of a sudden, this monster comes, or the bad guy comes around the corner. So musical instruments, they can different ones can be used to put you in different moods. Well, Krishna has a flute, and the flute is a person. He actually has many flutes, and they're all persons. In fact, the gopis are jealous of the flute. Now, who besides Malati can answer that question? How is it that the gopis are jealous of a flute? Lakshmana Kalki, do you or Rasika Pujari?
Prabhu, Lakshmana and Kalki Prabhu.
The lips, touching the lips,
Yeah.
Yes.
Kissing.
Yes.
touching the lips. Yeah.
Yeah. They're tasting the nectar of Krishna's lips. Vangshi Nistara. There's one long verse by Rupa Goswami where he's talking about Krishna. Vangshi means one of the types of flutes is a vangsi, or sometimes it could just mean flutes in general. Nistadaram. Nasta means nastadaram, means that the lips are that the flute is being put right up to his lips. Vangshi nistadar. Kishalam. It even says kishalam. Kishalam means that they're very swollen lips. They're beautiful swollen lips. Vangshi nistadar kishalam. So that's in one of Rupa Goswami's prayers. So the flute is tasting the nectar of Krishna's lips. It's like kissing Krishna on the lips. And what that flute can do, there are 4 things that Krishna, or 4 qualities that Krishna has that no one else has. 4 special different qualities that Krishna had. These are listed in the nectar of devotion. There's 4 qualities Krishna has that not even other forms of Krishna have. Only the little blue cowherd boy. Not Vishnu, not Narayan. So let's see who can tell us what any of these 4.
Renunciation is one.
Nope.
Is it all attractive?
Yes, that's one of them. It's not more just it says that his beauty is unparalleled.
But the
no form of Krishna is more beautiful than the little blue cowherd boy. So that's one. It is his exquisite beauty. That's one of the 4. He's so beautiful, even though they're all unlimitedly beautiful. Even Varaha, even the boar. I mean, every form of Krishna is gorgeous. As a tortoise, there's people that they're totally in love with korma. They don't want anything but to be serving korma. Krishna in his turtle incarnation. But for whatever, I can just only tell you what the acharyas tell us is that the form of Krishna as a blue cowherd boy is the most beautiful. Even though the others are unlimitedly beautiful. How can they be unlimited, but still Krishna's got more? How's that possible? The answer is it's not possible in this world, but it is possible in the spiritual realm. It's Krishna's, it's something that's inconceivable. How something can be unlimitedly beautiful, there's no limit to the beauty, but Krishna's still more beautiful. It's giving me chills just to talk about it. I hope you're getting off on this like I am, because I went up to my deities before I started our sangha, and I said, hey, help me out here, make me dance, make something come out of my mouth that's inspiring devotees. Yeah. So I'm going to be thinking about that for days now. Yeah. How is it possible that they're unlimited? They're like unlimited. They're so beautiful, all the forms, they're unlimited. But Krishna is more beautiful. So anyway, we'll have to go there, but we won't care about the others. The gopis aren't interested in Narayan, or they see Narayan, they bow down, they offer respects, Hare Krishna, but they're all they want is a little cowherd boy.
And he goes.
So, okay, so that's one. We got one out of four.
Leela Madhuri.
Leela Gurudev. Oh, go ahead, Master.
What's that?
Oh, you go ahead. Go ahead, Prabhuji. Go ahead.
Leela Gurudev.
What's that?
The Leela Gurudev.
That's correct. That's
Leela?
Correct. What about it? Can you explain? That's the right answer.
So Krishna is the only form that has all of the leelas that are so attractive.
Yes, they're described as most intimate.
Most intimate.
So two of them, just so you know, because they're a little similar. His leela are the most. He has, especially his childhood pastimes, are the most intimate, and he's surrounded. The other one of the four is that he is surrounded by his very, very intimate associates, like the gopis and Mother Jasoda and so on. Cowherd boys, the most intimate pastimes, and the most intimate associates. And then there's one more.
Venu Madhuri.
What's that?
Venu Madhuri. The flute.
The flute, yes, the flute.
Yeah, the Venu Madhuri. Yes.
And it's described that the flute can. This is what I was telling you about how the violin can bring you the tears. Krishna, like even you try not to be sad, but the violin can uncontrollably you'll start crying. So Krishna, in the same way with his flute, he can draw the hearts of every living entity. No matter how sinful, it will ultimately draw the hearts of every living being. It can attract the hearts of everyone in all the universes. What to speak of the spiritual world?
Melt even the rocks.
Yeah, the rocks melt, and the rivers flow backwards.
Yes.
The rivers flow back; they flow backwards.
And that's
and rocks melt. Yes,
and so that's why Gurudev. That's why when Krishna played the flute, when before the rasa dance he was playing, the gopis, when they were all in a rush to go, they were wearing the clothes, or do wrongly. Their hair was not, they were just running, just hearing that flute. It's so
they
much
were a
better.
mess. They were a mess. Their
Yeah.
lipstick was all over the place. Their hair wasn't done nicely.
Yes.
They left they were serving dinner. Some were serving dinner. They left everybody.
Yes.
Pots were still on the stove. They left. They left their children. They split. They were like drawn. It was so attractive. It dragged their hearts. Dragged them out to the forest in the middle of the night for the full moon to dance. Okay, and so that's the flute. That's why the flute, it's not just symbolic, it's a person. So I wouldn't use the word symbolic. Okay, and then that was the first part, flute. Radharani's murti shows her right hand pointing outward with palm facing upward. What does this gesture symbolize? Okay, again, we're going to, I guess it's okay to use that word symbolize, but it more than symbolize, it is something. Radharani is calling you, inviting you, and giving mercy. And Rasika Pujari may know more, or Malati may want to add to this, but it's a sign of mercy that she is calling you and she will take you to Krishna. She's inviting you. Rasika Pujari and Malati, do you have any more to add?
They're special hand mudras. Yeah. So sometimes Radharani puts her hand like this, which means that basically she's putting an offering to Krishna, or sometimes she has her tulsi leaf in her hand, and so she's again offering it to Krishna. And then I think Malati Mataji may correct me, but when Radha and Krishna are together, Krishna can't help but to accept the service of Radharani when she physically has her hand like this, offering something to it. So Krishna is accepting that.
Nice.
Krishna is obliged because she's offering something. So anytime you have like a garland or something, usually in her hands like this, it's very nice to wrap it around that because it's going to get offered to Krishna. Even though Krishna may be wearing a garland, he's going to accept the garland of a pure devotee. So it's very nice that you notice that, Kalki Prabhu and Lakshman Prabhu, the different mudras of Radharani's hand.
And what we really want is Radharani to put us in her hand and offer us to Krishna. Because if we come with Radharani's endorsement, Krishna will take. And we can only approach Krishna through Radha. All devotion is under her auspices. Which is why Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. We're playing to Radha to engage us and let us serve Krishna. Let us approach Krishna, but we do that through Radha, Hare Krishna. And you've heard me say this many times, the Maha Mantra is more Radha, 50% of it is calling on Radha. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There's 16 names mentioned, and Radharani is mentioned 8 times.
Gurudev, I had a realization last week about when you were talking about Francia and her spiritual advancement, and I was just thinking, Francia has a great opportunity. She has the opportunity to please the spiritual master in a way that many of us don't. She's close to you. By chance, if she opens the door, by chance, if she eats off of your plate, just the remnants, right, of your prasadam, she gets so much mercy just by doing that. And so she has that special opportunity to please you, and when you are pleased, Krishna is pleased. By your recommendation is what we're waiting on to get back home, back to Godhead. It's based on your recommendation and Srimati Radharani's recommendation as well. But pleasing the spiritual master is very important, and pleasing the spiritual master is not different than pleasing Krishna. So I was just thinking that, you know, Mother Francia has a very rare opportunity to serve you in a way which we're not able to.
Hmm. Oh, thank you.
Mhm.
We have a very special relationship. We're buddies. Okay.
The peacock
And
feather.
then the peacock feather. Well, I don't know. I haven't really heard much about the peacock feather. I can say that only, which Rasika Bajari can confirm, that the peacock feather is only worn by Vishnu Tattva. In other words, it's only worn by one of the Krishna or any of Krishna's expansions. His Vishnu Tattva forms, like Narayan or I don't think Ramchandra would Ramchandra
Yeah,
wouldn't have the peacock feather.
Gurudev and Mataji can correct me if I'm wrong, but peacock feather is only worn by Krishna. For example, we wouldn't give a bow and arrow to Krishna because that's not his sign paraphernalia.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right.
And Varaha
Thank you.
he carries I don't know, it's like a mace. We wouldn't ever give Krishna a mace because that's not his paraphernalia. That's not part of his uniform.
Right.
And so Krishna, the peacock feathers, sorry.
You know what we call it? We call it rasa basa. You ever heard that term rasa basa? It's if
No.
Krishna's in a certain rasa, and then Krishna's in different rasas in his, like the rasa that Ramchandra has is very different than Krishna's
Yes.
rasa. Krishna's a
Yeah.
rascal. Ramchandra's like, everything does everything perfect, like a perfect gentleman, very high moral standard. Krishna is a little immoral sometimes. Krishna can get away from it. So yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right about that. Yeah.
So Tulsi leaf
Was
is only offered to Vishnu Tattva, but when it comes to Krishna's paraphernalia, Krishna has specific paraphernalia that's only to him.
I think
And
you're right. You're right.
Ramchandra
Thank you
has,
for the correction. Thank you for the correction.
yeah.
That's
I know
correct.
it's offensive to correct the guru.
No,
Sorry.
no, no. It's no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, and I'm no, absolutely not. No, that's correct. That's
And
correct.
Malati Mataji can tell the origin. She told the story of the origin of the peacock feather very nicely in a
I
few
thought there
classes ago,
was that
maybe.
story.
Yeah, there's a story about the peacock feather where when Krishna one day was, in the forest and playing his flute and everything, and the peacock came and danced in front of him. They were dancing, so was so happy, like Guru Dev mentioned, right, that the flute, it attracts everybody's heart, and so they all came. And so when the peacock, when then Krishna started dancing, when he was dancing, he did very, very, the best dancer, the one who is Srimati Radharani and Krishna, right? So when he did that, the peacock felt like he was so happy, but he didn't have an offering for the Lord. Because what does the peacock have? The feathers, right? Those beautiful feathers when he opened up. So he gave one of those feathers to the Lord and took obeisances. There are so many different versions, but this one that I heard, he said, Lord, I don't have anything to offer you, but this is what I have because it's coming from me. So please, if you don't mind, you please accept my offering. So from that day, Krishna was so pleased with the peacock, and so he put it on his head. And then since then, it's part of him. This one story, that version that I heard before. Yeah,
And
there's so many others.
I don't think there's any other feather in this world as beautiful as a peacock feather.
Peacock, yes.
Now, of course, art is art, so people can have different opinions. But the peacock feather, it looks like an eye. And even in the Bhagavatam, it talks about if you don't use your eyes to go and see the Lord, it says that their eyes are no better than the eyes of a peacock feather. Just use, I mean, these eyes are meant to go see Krishna or see devotees, see Guru, see see the temple, look at prasadam and in honor. So we use the eyes in the service of Krishna. That's true of all of our senses. But if we don't use our eyes, they're no better than the eye of the peacock. And again, here's the feather.
Malati Mataji, I have a
No.
question. So we can offer peacock
Hold
feather.
one second. Take this. Ram, I'm giving a class right now. Can I call you back? Okay. All right. Oh, so here's a peacock. Oh, let me come back. Back to meeting. Okay. Again, here's the peacock feather.
Oh, yes.
Looks like an eye with two.
Yeah, and I have one right here.
With two pupils.
Yeah.
Well, they almost look like. Well, of course, this is just a painting. It almost looks like the.
Ah.
Yeah, I think that's more. Okay, got it. That's more accurate. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I have two on my altar. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think maybe that's maybe a little off in the picture, but anyway, artist can have its latitude, artistic license. Okay, so I think we've
Thank you, Gurudev.
we've covered all of that. Okay, so now we're going to go to Lakshman. Okay, we've been reading Canto 6, Chapter 1, the Ajamil pastime in our Denver class. I've been reflecting on Vanaprastha and what, open quotes, going to the forest, close quotes, might mean to one who is in the age of the 50s, however still engaged in more of a grihastha ashram and responsibilities. Both Kalki and I can certainly feel a shift in priority to increased devotional service mood. Can you comment on how the forest arises in one who cannot and perhaps does not want to go to the forest? Okay, so
Gurudev?
traditionally, yeah.
Oh, can I clarify one point? Because you brought it up today, and I think it's complementary. When I say not going to the forest, or what I'm also referencing is how you mentioned today how those favorable winds that happen, and like even being in our sangha, it becomes so attractive. And recently this week, I was in some meetings, talking about being understanding with a lot of the politics and things that are going on, and it kind of can be a little jolting for me. Where on one hand, I certainly keep up with things, but on the other hand, looking at struggle the way that not through a lens can feel jolting. So I guess I'll just add that piece there.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you.
Well, it all really ties in. Going to the forest traditionally, we're going back thousands of years, meant literally going to the forest. But I would imagine that they didn't have poison ivy back then, and it was different. As Kali has come, the weather has gotten all out of control, and so on and so forth. Going to the forest, it's the real forest is not a place that you physically go. It's a place that you go in your mind. The real forest is the moment we stop trying to enjoy the material world. that is going to the forest. It's a change of consciousness, not a change of location.
Mm.
And it's a gradual process. And you're already going through it. I don't think you need to change anything. You are naturally, Krishna is in your heart. And I can see the two of you, you're naturally living in the forest. And you can do that together. Your company, your association with one another is, you set the perfect example.
Mm.
And it's, to me, that's real grihastha, and that's real sannyas. There's a verse in the Bhagavad Gita where Krishna says, how does it start? Krishna says, yes, anashrita karma palam karyan koma karoti yat sasannyasi cha yogi cha naniragnya nachakriya. Let me bring this verse up. I want to share my screen. This is where Krishna's basically saying, before I take you there, where Krishna's saying that a real sannyasi, a real renunciate, a real yogi, is one who is unattached. He's becoming unattached to this world and does what he needs to do in this world. Not necessarily one who does nothing. So I'm going to share my screen. We'll go there. You can all see my screen now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Move this out of the way. Move this. Here we go. Anashrita karma palam karyan koma karotiyat sasannyasi yogi cha naniragnira chakriya. This is the exact translation. One who is unattached to the fruits of his work and who works as he is obligated is in the renounced order of life. Not, and he is a true mystic, not he who lights no fire and performs no duty. So this is the key right here, unattached. So when we are becoming detached from the world and attached to Krishna, that's really the renounced order of life. It says right here, is in the renounced order of life. It's not a change of dress. And it's not even, I'm going to stop the share. It's not a change of dress. It's not even really a change of ashram. There are many sannyasis who, they live like kings. I want to start criticizing, but and there are those sannyasis. There are householders. There are women who I know, many. I fall at their feet more than the average sannyasi for sure. They're totally, now their hearts are totally given to Krishna. They're in the highest order of life. Wearing white or whatever they wear, or maybe they're still married and they're wearing a colorful sari. That is the renounced order of life. Like Malati is actually becoming very renounced. She's really but she does a zillion things. She's busy. But ultimately, she's becoming very renounced. Malti, you want to come back to this world?
Oh,
Well, we can't hear you, Malti.
Oh, not at all, Gurudev. I don't want to come back at all.
Yeah, but you'll come
But
back
then
as
you're
a
always sending
queen.
me to hell. How am I going to go? Come back here. I don't send a question, you send me to hell. Everything you send me to hell. So how am I going to get
I'm
out?
sending
Krishna.
you there. I'm sending you there so you'll be there to rescue me.
No,
When the Yamadutas drag me there, you're going to be there. No, you can't have them. You're there to
no.
save me.
I'm going to go there. But I will go there. If you say that's where I have to go, I will go there. That's for sure.
Well, you're going to be there.
Anywhere.
You're going to be
I
there
go.
you're going to be there to protect me and tell him to get your hands off of my guru.
No
And,
way, Gurudev. I'm holding your leg and waiting where I can go with you. So how can I?
so let's see. I think that was it. Can you comment on how this forest arises in one who cannot and perhaps yet does not want to go to the forest? No, you want to go to the forest, but it's not physically where the redwoods are. It's not a change of location. It's a change of heart.
Gurudev, I have one question, if you don't mind.
Okay.
When we're talking, that you just said that so renounced, and I can see so many of Srila Prabhupada's disciples who are Matajis, but they're called Prabhus. I don't understand. Is that how that came about?
That are called, we call the Mataji's Prabhu.
Yeah, like some.
Why not?
Yeah.
I call my disciples Prabhu. I'm here to serve them. Prabhu means master, which indicates when we address someone as Prabhu, that means you are my master. I'm here to serve you. And I offer my obeisances to my disciples.
Malti Mataji, I think that comes from the idea that we're not the body. So Malati Mataji is asking, sometimes we call, instead of saying Mataji, we say Prabhujis to the women as well.
Yeah, because like Malati Prabhu, Yamuna Prabhu, they want to be addressed as Prabhu. So, and because the women's reading group, Sri Devi Mataji, she said she doesn't mind being called Mataji, but she said, Jamuna Prabhu, she said, if somebody, a Mataji called her Mataji, and she said, don't call me Mataji, I'm not your mother. Please address me as Prabhu. So I was wondering.
Well, I would say people can have different preferences.
Oh, okay.
Prabhupada says that we consider all women mother. And
right.
in fact, there's a very, very important verse. It's Atmamata Guru Patni Brajani Rajapatnika Denor Datri Tata Prithvi Saptaita Matara Smrita. That means there are 7 mothers, and we consider them, we call them all mother. So Atmamata, that means our own mother. Atmamata Guru Patni, the wife of one's guru, if the guru's married, Guru Patni. Amata Guru Patni, Rajapatnika, the king's mother. Danor, the cow is considered mother. Danor, Datri, the nurse. Danor Datri, Tata Prithvi, and the earth is Mother Earth. Saptaita, that means 7. These are the 7 mothers. Mamata Guru Patni Brajani Rajapatni Kaden or Datari Tata Prithvi subtyped up. Matara Smrita. That means the Smrita means to remember. We remember all of them as mother. So, and I honestly don't know the history of ISKCON. Prabhupada instructed. We many times we see we should consider all women as mother. So Mataji, where that came from, where that started, I think it's really a personal preference to the women. If they don't want to be called Prabhu or they don't want to be called Mataji, then I use it a lot. I like it better than Prabhu. I like Mataji, mother. It's more intimate.
Yes.
It's more intimate.
Okay. Thank you.
That's very intimate. You call a woman Mataji. It's like you're a mom and there's nothing. Yeah. You're a mom to your kind of mom / guru to your shiksha disciples and students, to your husband. You're like, there's a lot of mom involved there. You got to, Jean did it to me. When Malati came to take care of me when I had this big surgery. Don't you do this, don't you do that. Right? Don't eat that. Don't go out at this time. Yeah, don't walk so much. She took the role of a mother. It was very sweet. She's bossing me around. Tell me what to eat, what not to eat, don't go here. It's very, very sweet.
Sorry. So sorry.
Okay. So we're at the past our time.
Thank you.
So that's great. Yeah, it was nice. So thank you all so much for being here. I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I did.
Nice questions. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm ready for the day. Thank you, Ma, for your association, and thank you for allowing me the honor of serving you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hari
Narahari Prabhu iti namine. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.